Welcome back to the channel, guys. As requested, we have some more food, nutrition and health multiple choice questions that we will be reviewing today. So feel free to answer along with me. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section below. Drop a like, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your colleagues and friends. Which of the following groups of food is the best source of protein? When answering multiple choice questions, you want to ensure that you read through all the responses carefully and select the option that best answers the question, right? So for this question, we are asked to select the groups of food that has the highest source of protein. Now, all animal and plant sources contain some protein. However, the amount of protein present varies depending on the food item. So in this case, we're not just looking at the amount of protein options that are provided, but we're also supposed to look at the quality of protein as well. So option A consists of foods that have high biological value protein, and option A includes cheese, peanut, fish, and soybean. So for this reason, the answer would be A. Moving along, the next question. The World Health Organization defines health as a complete state of, and the answer would be C, which is physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. All right, and question 3. Which of the following dietary practices will promote good nutritional status? And the options that we have to select from include reducing fatty foods, eating balanced meals, and increasing the use of fruits and vegetables. And the answer there would be D, which contains all three options, because as you know, all of these dietary guidelines or dietary practices would of course improve or promote good nutritional status. Next question. Which of the following persons require the most energy-giving foods in their diet? And the options include masons, teachers, secretaries, and electricians. Now, what you need to consider is that persons that require more energy-giving foods are persons that do a lot of strenuous activities, persons that move around a lot. So for this reason, the answer would be A, masons, and this is because mason work requires a lot of moving about, a lot of building, a lot of use of heavy machinery and things like that. Masons are basically carpenters. So the answer would be A, masons. Next question. Whole wheat flour is preferred to white flour because whole wheat flour has A, more protein, B, a longer shelf life, C, a higher fiber content, or D, more natural vitamins. And the answer would be C, a higher fiber content, and this is because whole wheat flour grinds the entire wheat into a powder, whereas white flour removes most of the nutrient-rich parts, for example the bran and the germ. So naturally, whole wheat flour would have a higher fiber content than white flour. Next question. Which of the following groups of health disorders are classified as deficiency diseases? Now, before you can answer the question, you need to first identify what deficiency diseases are. Now, by definition, deficiency diseases are those diseases that are caused by a lack of or a shortage of particular nutrients. So for this reason, the answer would be C, protein energy imbalance, night blindness, anemia, and rickets. Which of the following diseases is prevented by an adequate intake of foods rich in vitamin A? And the answer would be D, night blindness. 1 point to bear in mind: whenever you think about vitamin A, think about it being associated with the eyes, right? So the answer is D, night blindness. To conserve vitamin C in sweet peppers, it is best to eat sweet pepper in the raw state, prepare the sweet pepper immediately before eating, boil the sweet peppers for 30 minutes. The answer would be A, 1 and 2 only, and this is because boiling sweet peppers or any other vegetable for that matter will cause the vitamins and minerals to leach out into the boiling liquid. So for this reason, the answer would be eat the sweet pepper in the raw state and prepare the sweet pepper immediately before eating. Which of the following is not a form of malnutrition? And the options are obesity, diarrhea, marasmus, and kwashiorkor. The answer would be B, diarrhea, and this is because malnutrition typically refers to having a lack of the required nutrients or having too much of the required nutrients in the diet. So again, the answer would be B, diarrhea. Hors d'oeuvres consist of a variety of colorful, well-seasoned foods served as A, desserts, B, appetizers, C, main dishes, or D, accompaniments. And the answer would be B, appetizers. Which of the following factors influence the planning of family meals? And the options are age, sex, and occupation. And the answer would be D, 1, 2, and 3 only, right? Because all of these factors would influence the planning of family meals. Next question, which of the following dishes should comprise the main course of a one-course meal? And the answer would be C, protein, carbohydrate, and raw non-starchy vegetable. Next question, a mango ripens very quickly after harvesting due to the action of A, yeast, B, moisture, C, enzymes, and D, bacteria. And the answer there would be C, enzymes. Which of the following is not considered when planning menus for large-scale food preparations? A, the size of the space for eating, B, the amount of decorations to be used, C, the type of people who will consume the food, or D, the type of kitchen equipment available. The answer would be B, the amount of decorations to be used. Next question, which of the following is described by the term marbling? And the options given are tenderness of meat, fat layer near the kidney, fat that can be easily seen, or fat deposits in and between the muscle. And the answer would be D, fat deposits in and between the muscle. Which of the following best contributes to saving time in food preparation? And the options are A, roasting pan, B, tiered steamer, C, pressure cooker, or D, heavy duty saucepan. And the answer would be C, pressure cooker, as one of the main features or qualities is that it is able to speed up cooking time by forcing steam through the food. Which of the following is not done using a blender? And the options are A, chopping nuts, B, pureeing foods, C, beating batters, or D, chopping vegetables. And the answer would be C, beating batters, and this is because the blender would cause the batter to become overmixed. And if you want a good quality product, then you wouldn't want to beat the batter too much. Foods placed in a refrigerator should be covered in order to, and the answer would be D, prevent them from drying out and the transfer of strong odors. Next question, when buying foods, which of the following practices will not ensure efficiency? And from the options listed below, the most appropriate answer would be A, buying stale items. Next question, sweet potatoes are best stored in A, the refrigerator, B, a cool dark container, C, a plastic bag at room temperature, or D, a moisture-free area at room temperature. And the answer would be B, a cool dark container. The freshness of fish may be indicated by, and the answer is C, bright and raised eyes. Which of the following consumer organizations offer commercial testing services to the food industry? From the options listed, the answer would be B, Bureau of Standards. Next question, the polysaccharide present in the cell walls of fruits, which causes jams and jelly to set, is called, and the answer is A, pectin. Next question, which of the following is a moist method of cooking? Frying, grilling, roasting, or poaching? And the answer would be D, poaching. Final question in this section, the process of adding dry heat to sugar to A point where it develops into a dark brown liquid is known as, and the answer to this question is B, caramelization. Which of the following ingredients contributes both flavor and color to short crust pastry? And the answer is B, margarine. Moving on to the next question, which of the following binds the ingredients together into a dough? And the answer is still B, however this time the option is cold water. Moving on to the next question, which of the following meals is best source of dietary fiber? And based on the responses that are provided there, the most appropriate answer would be D, whole wheat sandwich and fruit salad. Alright, so this next question is asking for the primary function of community nutrition, and the answer would be B, the delivery of nutrition related programs and services. Next question, which of the following foods provides the most carbohydrates? Based on the responses, the answer would be A, which is yam pie. And next question, which of the following minerals, when deficient in the diet, leads to the disease osteoporosis? And the answer is D, calcium. Which of the following combinations of food is an appropriate source of protein for a low-income family? And the most appropriate answer would be D, beans and canned sardines. Bear in mind that although the other options are excellent sources of protein, the question did ask for one that is most suited for a low-income family. Next question, which of the following is recommended for an individual suffering from goiter? And the answer would be A, seafood, and this is because persons that are suffering from goiter are normally deficient in the nutrient iodine. Which of the following menus is suitable for a vegan? Bear in mind that vegans are persons that do not consume any type of animal products or food from animals. So the most appropriate answer would be A, stewed soya chunks, saffron rice, and callaloo tossed salad. This is strictly plant-based. Which of the following is not important in ensuring food safety when purchasing food? And the answer would be D, select expensive foods since these are of best quality. Next, the leavening of a sponge cake is mainly due to air, yeast, baking powder, or bicarbonate of soda, and the answer would be A, air. This next question is related to the diagram that is being displayed on the screen. And the question says the layout of the kitchen in the diagram may be best described as A, open, B, galley, C, parallel, or D, U-shaped. And based on how it looks, the answer would be D, U-shaped. Moving right along, so the following items refer to the ways in which the family can spend wisely. So which of the ways best describe the practice of looking at different brands of the same foods when shopping at supermarkets? And the answer would be B, comparative shopping. Which of the following is given the most consideration when items are used in large quantities? And the answer would be A, buying in bulk. Which of the following best illustrates the role of the consumer organizations in relation to food and nutrition? And the answer is C, educate the public on healthy eating habits. And our final question, which of the following is the best method for a homemaker to use in preventing a surplus of cucumbers? And the answer is B, pickling.